Institutes of the Christian Religion by John Calvin, Book 1, Chapter 10, Section 2. The attributes of God according to Scripture agree with those known to His creatures. Indeed, in certain passages clearer descriptions are set forth for us, wherein His true appearance is exhibited, to be seen as in an image. For when Moses described the image, he obviously meant to tell briefly whatever was right for men to know about him. Yahweh, he says, Yahweh, a merciful and gracious God, patient and of much compassion, and true, who keepeth mercy for thousands, who taketh away iniquity and transgression, in whose presence the innocent will not be innocent, who visiteth the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and the children's children. Here let us observe that His eternity and His self-existence are announced by that wonderful name twice repeated. Thereupon His powers are mentioned, by which He is shown to us not as He is in Himself, but as He is toward us. So that this recognition of Him consists more in living experience than in vain and high-flown speculation. Now we hear the same powers enumerated there that we have noted as shining in heaven and earth: kindness, goodness, mercy, justice, judgment, and truth. For power and might are contained under the title Elohim. By the same epithets also the prophets designate Him when they wish to display His holy name to the full. That we may not be compelled to assemble many instances, at present let one psalm suffice for us, in which the sum of all His powers is so precisely reckoned up that nothing would seem to have been omitted. And yet nothing is set down there that cannot be beheld in His creatures. Indeed, with experience as our teacher, we find God just as He declares Himself in His word. In Jeremiah, where God declares in what character He would have us know Him, He puts forward a less full description, but one plainly amounting to the same thing. Let him who glories glory in this, He says, that he knows that I am the Lord who exercises mercy, judgment, and justice in the earth. Certainly these three things are especially necessary for us to know: mercy, on which alone the salvation of us all rests; judgment, which is daily exercised against wrongdoers, and in even greater severity awaits them to their everlasting ruin; justice, whereby believers are preserved and are most tenderly nourished. When these are understood, the prophecy witnesses that you have abundant reason to glory in God. Yet neither His truth, nor power, nor holiness, nor goodness is thus overlooked. For how could we have the requisite knowledge of His justice, mercy, and judgment, unless that knowledge rested upon His unbending truth? And without understanding His power, how could we believe that He rules the earth in judgment and justice? But whence comes His mercy save from His goodness? If finally all His paths are mercy, judgment, justice, in these also is His holiness visible. Indeed, the knowledge of God set forth for us in Scripture is destined for the very same goal as the knowledge whose imprint shines in His creatures, in that it invites us first to fear God, then to trust in Him. By this we can learn to worship Him both with perfect innocence of life and with unfeigned obedience, then to depend wholly upon His goodness.